Good morning, everyone.
Welcome back to the finca.
It's a beautiful day, but it is a bit blustery, so I hope you can hear us okay. The old sail shade is flapping away.
We put it up, by the way. It was getting too hot, so we've got a lovely shade out here. But yes, it's flapping away nicely in the breeze. So where we are, we're going to be starting the next major phase of the restoration very shortly. But as we said on the last video, there's a few important little jobs we want to get out of the way.
Yeah, bits and bobs need finishing off.
Bits have been doing our heads in for a while.
Absolutely. So the good news is we managed to source some floorboards. If you watched the last video, Andy had a completely wasted trip all the way down to Elche to get some floorboarding, and the DIY place have stopped selling them. Crazy.
Great DIY place. But we found another place which is equally, it's a day out of our lives to go and get one pack of floorboards, but we need them.
We need them.
So we'll find other things to do.
We will.
That we need when we're going.
We will.
We've got all the tiles sourced to finish the floor upstairs.
Just a few more need cleaning up, so I'll be on that at some point.
Your department.
Yeah.
Our hens are hopefully coming very, very soon, in this video we hope.
Exactly.
And there's a bit I want to get done round the back before they get here.
Yes.
Because it's mainly the wall, there's some stuff that needs taken off it, a lot of crumbling, falling down stuff. I don't mind rebuilding it with hen assistance.
But we don't want them in there with the danger of something falling on them.
Big stuff, yeah. So I want to try and get all the debris out of the way first. So let's
crack on.
to it.
Welcome to Finca Live. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you.
Right, so what I want to do, obviously those stones on the roof of there I want to come off. I'm going to put them all outside. I want to get these big ones off the wall, and there's stuff like this which I want to get out of the way. I'm not going to do it until I've got the wheelbarrow to put it in. This one's got to go. There's a big lump of stuff over here that needs to be knocked off. Yeah, because if you've got hens pecking about as they do, I don't want any of it falling on them. So let's crack on. Right, this is looking fab. It's got a flat-ish top on it. I've had to be careful taking the stuff off because there's a big drop down the other side, because this is terrace. It's way high. So I've got all the loose stuff off. I don't want anything falling off because Jessie hangs about down there, and so do the other cats. But yeah, it needs rebuilding still more, but at least we're not going to drop any big heavy stones on our hens, which we're hopefully going to be getting very soon.
And as for the oiling, the back of the house is, well, the apartment there is done. Just got the 2 windows on the side here, if you can see those. The shutters up there looking very, very dry, but that's a job for Andy because I'm not getting up a ladder, not that high anyway. But yes, certainly I'm going to crack on with this little window, which is the window into the corral. But it's looking much better, and the main thing is it's protected. It has forecast rain this afternoon, and it is looking a bit black over the mountains, although we've got beautiful sunshine on this side. Obviously don't want to be oiling and then for it to have a massive downpour, because it actually pits it before it's dry, and that will never get rid of that again. So we've got lots of stuff to collect in town, well, in the big town. Floorboards for upstairs to do the skirting boards and the trims, lots of stuff. So we're actually going to go and do that this afternoon. If it rains, then it doesn't matter, and we're not wasting the day. We're going to take you with us.
Incidentally, this is the other side of that wall. You can see there's a huge difference in height. There used to be a big cave here that we filled in. That's what's, I'm losing my sunglasses now. That's what kind of, because it was all open, it was kind of making it come this way a little bit. We fixed all that 4 years ago. It's pretty stable now. But yeah, so just to give you a perspective, the other side is this side it must be twice the height of me, like 3.5 meters or something like that. Just before we go, I want these tiles, these handmade clay tiles that reclaimed. We had a few stubborn ones, they've been soaking in water. The bucket was actually full, but now it's half empty. Such is the evaporation here. Hopefully this will come off now. Not easily, again. Like it's still stubborn. Try that way. We only actually need one side of these clean, because the other side will be down, but we don't want any big lumps because we've not got much height to play with. So I'll crack on, get them done. There we go, they've not come up bad at all. Particularly nice one there. There's still a little bit of stubborn stuff on it, but once that dries, a bit of a wire brush and agua fuerte will shift that no problem. But yep, they're very nice. We need to make sure these are super dry before we put them down, because we're going to treat them, finish them with linseed oil like we did with the ones on the hearth. It brings them up really nice and makes them easy to clean, stops any dust getting ground into them and stuff. So we've just got 3 more left, which have been super stubborn, so we're going to leave them in for a bit longer. We might not need them anyway in the end, and we've always got some more we can get if we get really desperate. So cool, right, we'll go shopping then.
So off we go. This is the little track that leads us to civilization from our place. You can see the clouds are gathering there, so I think we've done the right thing, made the right decision. So we're just passing through our little village now, up to the local bar. It's very busy, lots of cars and lorries there, having their morning coffee and a tostada probably, like the Spanish do, because they don't eat lunch until 2, so they have a mid-morning snack. Whole area here, we've said before, is surrounded with either vines, olive trees or almond trees. You can see the fields here full of vines. There's the almonds. And more almonds. Up to our local bodega, taken you there before, where we buy our very nice wine for $1.10 a litre, can't complain. lilies in the foreground, and next to it another field of vines. One of the many marble quarries in the area. Big marble factory there that, well, processes the marble that they get out of the quarry, I suppose. And to the right, we're coming up to the big cooperative bodega where all the wine is produced from the many vineyards that you've seen as we've been on our journey. Closer view of the quarry there. Amazing really that all that marble comes out of the hillside. Up ahead of us, a lorry transporting some marble to wherever it's going in the world. Long straight road. We wonder if the Romans have had any influence around here. It's really weird because the sun is on the hills there on the left, but on the right it's really black. To one of the famous Spanish roundabouts. The Spanish love their roundabouts. They've only had them for about 20 years, but now they're everywhere and they like to decorate them, like to make them very ornate. It's a project for you. Anyone interested? This one on the other hand's been done up very nicely. Hopefully ours will look like that one day. See one of the many reservoirs in Spain, and we've actually got some water in it now since the rain. Very pretty. Touristy down here, more civilised. We are at the big DIY place. This is where we're going to collect our floorboards from. There we go, we've got floorboards at last. Our next port of call, we realised this morning there's another project that we haven't completed, so whilst we're here we're going to collect a few bits to help us to do that. And here's the rain now, so we did make the right decision. We've got everything we need, so it's not been a wasted day.
So we've had 4.4 millimetres of rain, which is about 3/16 of an inch. Not a lot, but it all helps. Max, so you know, we've got the tiles to finish this floor off. We've got the floorboards now to finish all the trims off. And the other bit is this shelf here, which we clear off every so often, and then it keeps accumulating things. So what I'm going to do, I've got a nice piece of timber to make a nice flat top for it, and some TNG. I'm going to make a lovely cupboard out of it, like we did on the one downstairs, if you saw that video when we did the kitchen. Tidied that up nicely, nice little feature in the hallway there, because that's the main entrance door that you saw earlier. Well, it's another scorching hot morning. I'm going to get the car unloaded from yesterday, because this morning Lillian from Tales from the Cave Side is coming over, and we're going to get our hens. Fantastic. We seem to be doing a lot, but not getting a lot done with regard to the renovation, but it doesn't matter. It all makes life better. So I'll get these out. We're going to take some cat carriers with us, and so you can get our egg machines.
So we're all ready to go, just waiting for Lillian now. I've just put some straw in the nesting boxes for them. I've got a bit of sand that I'm just going to scatter a rough, a light layer on the inside of the house, just for them to scratch around in, and obviously when they do their wheeze and their poos, it will make it much easier for us to just sweep it up. So yeah, exciting.
So there we go, 2 nesting boxes, nice fresh straw in there. Hopefully they'll be very, very happy and comfortable with those to lay their eggs.
Right, so Andy's going to now plug in the solar panel, and we're going to just make sure for the last time that the door works. Yay! Wonderful! Let's go! So we're back. Here's Lillian from Tales from the Cave Side.
Absolutely.
We've got our girls. We've ended up with 5 instead of 4 because there was only 1 left, and we thought, can't leave her on her own. So here we go.
Literally a mixed bag.
A mixed bag, one of each breed. Yes. So let's go see what we've got. So on Lillian's recommendation, we're going to keep them in today. That's Tilly. She can hear us, obviously. She's in the courtyard. We're going to keep them in today, and then let them out tomorrow. So we've put some nice, just a thin layer of sand down on the bottom. They've got water in there, and we're going to now try and get them out of the cat boxes. In
And in
through
close
the
them
nesting
in,
boxes.
just so they can de-stress, learn where home is, and then tomorrow Andy and Sharon can open the door and they can start to learn their way around. Can you hear burp 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 happening here?
Right, let's go. I'll let you go first.
There you go, darling. Did you pull the cat?
Yeah. There we go.
There's number 1.
Oh, beautiful. We need names for these, so if anyone has any suggestions, I'll put it in the comments.
Yeah, obviously she's hot and stressed at the minute just from the car journey, but she will be fine. In you go, darling. Now both these other boxes have got 2.
Yes.
You can just hold that like that-ish. Don't bite me, little darling. It's nice, you're going to have a lovely house. Okay. As I pull her out, I want you to put this hole against there, yeah? Okay. Come on. That's Mrs. number 2. There's 2 of this breed.
Beautiful.
They are gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like gold. Look at the blue on the feathers.
Beautiful.
In you go, sweetheart.
Okay.
Now we won't be having problems with them fighting each other because they were all in one pen together. Often when you buy different breeds and people have had them in different pens, they've then got to sort themselves out. But these ladies all came out of the same pen where they were bought.
Gorgeous girl. Gorgeous girl. Yes. That's it. Good.
Good girl. Okay.
Got a feisty one there.
No, it's just a fuss pot. She's going to be the baby, I think. She's putting her head down to hide. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Baby. Oh,
There we
look
go,
at you.
gorgeous.
Look at you. Yes, you're beautiful. Aren't you? Yes, you are. All right. Good girl. Good girl.
There we go. We're going to go in there. Good girl.
There you go. And last but not least,
Come on. There we go.
little brown one. Hello, beautiful.
Oh, she's talking to you.
Hello, beautiful. Hello. Welcome home.
Oh, so sweet. There you go, ladies.
Hey, there we go. So, now, let's put that down.
That closes. They are perfectly safe from predators, etc. And we leave them to get used to their home.
And we better go and see
And we better go and
Tilly.
talk to Tilly.
Lillian's gone. Thanks again, Lillian. You're an absolute
Yes, thank you
star.
very much. We're going to let them settle in now, let them calm down. They've had a bit of a trauma being caught, putting cat boxes, driven in a car. And then, so we're just going to let them settle in there now.
Yeah. We've not heard a peep out of them actually.
No.
And Andy's been round and
Just
he's spied through
sort of check
the
on
air
them.
hole, and they're just all sat round.
It's not too hot in there, and we've
No.
got a nice breeze coming from the back, which is blowing through, taking the hottest air out of them. So yeah, we're just gonna. Well, I'll set the automatic thing later on tonight when it goes dark. So it'll open in the morning. They can come out and explore it should they want to.
Yes.
We've just waited till a minute. We've had a couple of comments that you've not seen Tilly for a bit. Well,
She's
here
still
she is,
here.
larger than life, bonkers as ever. She's 7 months old. She weighs 36.3 kilos, which is a fraction under 80 pounds.
Yes.
And so it's still growing, it's still eating, she's a bit less bonkers perhaps than she was, I think. We're not sure.
We're not sure whether that's just because the weather's turned warmer or
Yeah.
whether it's she's settling down a bit.
And she's not that active in the day. She spends most of her time asleep on the
Oh, there she goes.
the cold marble floor in the kitchen, which she likes very much, and there she goes, she's assumed the position. So there you go. So yeah, we'll just see what happens in the morning with
We'll
those.
let you know.
So we've had all 5 of them out this morning. One's just gone in, it's not so sure. But yeah, they seem to be doing okay. They've had some food, pecking away. Of course, Inspector Alf is here. He's been checking them out. He's just been on the floor with them, doesn't seem too bothered. Yeah, but still a little bit unsure, which is understandable. All these things and different things. Even Tilly is here, trying to get her used to them. She's not sure, she's curious. What are those things? Hey Tilly? The chucks. We'll keep her on the lead round them for now till she gets used to them. I think Alfie's more curious than anyone. He's on the roof now. They're all out now. There's 2 here and the other 3 are down the side of the coop there. Here they are, all sticking close together. This one's not scared at all. He's going in. He's going to lay an egg. It might be a bit too soon for eggs yet, but they all seem to be settling in, getting used to us.
Well, we're hoping to be able to show you the hens again this morning, but they've taken themselves back in. They were all out first thing.
I think they're a bit bonkers.
They've had some food, but they must be very happy in there because they've all taken themselves back in.
Yep, they've got tons of shade out here and loads of cool spaces. It doesn't get the sun against that wall all day. Round the back of the coop at the minute is in the shade, as is the other side there. Oh yeah, it's up to them, we guess. They've got feed him to come out, so they've all been out.
They've all been out. I gave them a bit of bread this morning, the 2 black ones, Black Rock.
Yes, we've got 2 Black Rocks.
2 Black Rock, 1
Light Sussex,
a Marron and a Warren.
A Warren.
Yes. The 2 black ones, they were absolutely bonkers, just snatching it out of my hand. They're not frightened at all, but the others are a bit more nervous. The little brown one we've called Lottie, that's the only one that's got a name at the moment.
Yes.
She was brave and she didn't quite come up to me, but I threw it to her and she's eaten that. So slowly.
They're all happy, healthy. They all
Yes.
come from a reputable breeder, super healthy.
Yeah, they've all
well
been
cared for.
vaccinated, they've all been wormed. So yeah, healthy girls, and they are quite big for 6 months old. So I think they're going to be. Apparently, they can grow for up to 2 years. Is that right?
Really? I'm not sure. I know nothing about chickens.
I think that's what she told us yesterday, unless I'm getting confused. But yeah, so they're going to be quite big, I think.
So we've lost quite a bit of time.
Yeah,
with
we
a
have.
bit of distractions we've had.
But nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, it's
happy.
all worthwhile. So now I'm going to get another mix in that wall, which is on the east side of the house, which stays in the shade, probably for another couple of hours yet. And then we've got a lot of setup already on the west side of the house. When that comes into the shade, we're going to finish these oiling of these windows, and hopefully when the shade comes around, they get some of those tiles cleaned up.
Yes.
So enough distraction.
Yes, indeed.
Back
Let's
to work.
crack on.
Right, so I'm going to try and get a bit more of this done. It's forecast to be 36 Celsius today, 97 Fahrenheit. So I want to try and get this done before the sun comes round here. Get its initial set at least. And I'm nearly at the point where I'm sort of fairly happy with it for now. Just a little bit more. We'll just keep plodding away. Right, so I've got all down here done, under this step a bit up there, up to like here. The sun's coming around now. I don't want to chance it. I'm going to collect another load of stones, get them washed down, ready for the next instalment, which may or may not be tomorrow. Righto, so these are the shutters in question, and that window there. Just come into the shade now. So I'm going to get them done. I've checked the other side of the shutter, it's fine because they're open all day when the sun's on them. Shaman's going to have a go at the tiles. I've offered to bring them round the back into the shade, but she's going to brave it because there's a bit of a breeze. So we'll crack on.
So here I am, as Andy says, in full sun. I'm not sure how many of these I'll get done, but I thought it's just going to be a pain to carry everything round the back. So we've cleaned off as best we can. I'm just going to do the best face. That's going to be down to the floor anyway, so it doesn't matter, and as long as the mortar on the back's not too thick, which that isn't, should be fine. So I've got my aquafuerte here, I've got my wire brush, I've got some water to rinse it off. I'll just get on with it. So 6 done, 34 to go. Just never ceases to amaze me, this stuff is just incredible. The bottle stand up. Let it fizz a bit. Give it a scrape. See it coming up, it's just fantastic.
There we go, good as new. Just the bottom one to do now. If you saw the video when I installed this window, I sealed it up with what's called burnt sand mastic, which is basically dried sand with linseed oil in it. It's lasted really well and it's still lasting. So I'm just going to refresh that with the linseed oil as well, because it does dry out in time. but there's no cracks, it doesn't leak. It's been absolutely brilliant. We need to do the rest of them with it, but on the list of priorities, it's not right at the top. Super. There we go, another one looking nice and refreshed and as new. These stones tiles are looking fab. Look at the colours in them if you can see them. When they're dry and oiled, it's the kind of look we'll get for them. But yeah, I reckon it's nearly, you've done half of them there, I think, haven't you?
Nearly, yeah, nearly there.
Oh, it could be time for an ice cold beer then.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Right, so the first 20 tiles are stacked on here. I'm going to take them up in a minute and figure out what to do with them. Sam's just cleaning the other 20 off. Just before I do that, we need to sort our tomato triffid out. So, much our best efforts to keep it tied up is flopped over.
It's just so heavy.
We've got lots of tomatoes coming
fruit
at the bottom. The weight of the fruit, I think, is dragging it over. We've been picking them already. Beautiful they are. So we're just going to try and undo these and try and sort of stand it up a bit. Even just to get a bit of air into it as well, because they need air to circulate around them and it's not working too well. So we'll have a go. Right, that's much better. So opened it up now. There's bunches at the back that weren't getting any light to them. Big bunches here, if you can see them coming. Another one there, another one here. So hopefully it's got a better chance now to to mature. I just need to tie the tops up because they've grown another 30 centimetres, another 12 inches since we last showed you, since we last did them a week ago.
So I think we'll be picking some today. I think it's time. Got some red ones there, red ones over here. Don't know whether you can see those, and you can probably see better from that angle how many green ones we've got. Absolutely bunches and bunches of them. Hopefully we thinned them out a bit this morning and they can get some more sunlight so they'll ripen, but not too quickly because we're not going to be able to eat them all at the same time.
So upstairs in the hay loft, this is the part of the floor in question, all the way down that side up to the door over there. There's a couple of lumps and bumps. There used to be something in the floor there. It had a bit of a hole, no idea what it was. So because these are handmade, some of them are thinner than others, so I'm going to find the thinner ones to go up that end. That looks like one. So I think first off I'm just going to lay them all out and or lay a row down and kind of see how it lies. I might even just put the two end ones in and string them across. I'm not sure how I'm going to play it at the minute. That one's a bit thinner. So I'll have to crack on. They're kind of looking pretty good, I think. You get the idea anyway a bit. Yeah, they'll level up alright. I've just got a lump in that corner right down there that I need to just knock out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get Sharon's approval first before I start, just to make sure she's happy with how they're going to lie. And yeah, I'll get that lump knocked out of the corner and then I'll see if we can get some down. As you can see, there are many cuts to do. Every single tile along that back corner, along that wall, because of the shape of the room. It's not square, as we know from previous videos. And all down the edge of there, every single one's going to need cutting painstakingly. But so far so good. Right, okay, so what I've done, I've put a piece of steel on the floor under the mat there, which will give me a perfect height if I can level them to this. It's absolutely perfect. I'm going to take it out after, but just so I can get these down level basically. So I've got a good sheet here. I'm going to leave the mat down because I'm not going to make a mess on it. I'm just going to get a bucket down, spread this out, get a mix on and make a start. Okay. So I'm off. I'm going to start at the top here with this one. Nice and thin underneath them. We're just going to point them in after as well. Like we do when we do the stonework. Probably the easiest way to do it. Some quite big holes into it actually. But this will fix them. I'm leaving a fairly decent sized gap between them as well, just to make them easier to point up. Super, I'll carry on. So the first few are down. I've come to the edge of my steel, so I'm going to let them go off a little bit first, and then we'll look at moving on to down by the door. I was hoping to get all the full ones in first, but I think I'm going to have to start doing some cuts now to where it joins up at the end there, just to get a level, keep the level right. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there.
I think so. It's absolutely roasting hot.
Yes.
We have a very early start in the morning because I'm off to see my mum.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. we have to get up. Not looking forward to it. But so I think we're just going to have a nice chilled afternoon.
Yeah.
Nice cold beer in the courtyard.
Definitely have that.
Yes.
Yeah, Sharon's going to be gone for a week.
Yes, a week.
I'm going to be home alone. I'm going to be carried on, of course, with everything as we do.
Yes.
We can't stop. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. We've done a lot, but we've not kind of made a lot of progress.
Seems we've been busy, but not really much to show for it. But that's how
like
it is sometimes. So
yeah, so super. Yeah. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thanks to all our subscribers, everyone that supported the channel, our Patreons. We couldn't do it without you. And I'll see you on the next one.